Welcome back to another painting session. As you can see, I have a different setup at the moment. There's a few reasons. Main one is, well, this is a pretty big canvas. I'm going to do inch by 28-inch canvas. Well, not canvas, it's a piece of paper. It's a gloss paper, in fact. And I will be painting it in portrait style or frame, whatever you want to say, orientation. I cannot do it like this as it will be off. I suppose I could, but when I do have to do the land, especially here, I have to move this up, and then that will be in front of the lighting, and I can't really do that. Plus, it's really long, so I can't really have a good coverage of it all. So that's a shame. And just have to keep it there, and just have the camera on the other side, as it always has been. This is the normal setup of how I record things, but in editing I just switched around so it looks like it's from my point of view. So now you get to see through what my phone actually gets to see. Yes, I use my phone. Ain't the best, but it works. Hopefully I'll get a camera someday, and I might be able to do some more stuff with it. But there's a few circles here, but pay attention to this. This is the revised one that I'll be using. Almost forgot. Here, or maybe I should search it like this, or like this. I'll keep it here. This is the sketch I plan to make. Actually, I'll do it like this. This is a sketch I plan. Wait a minute, I'm stupid. Maybe that helps. This is the sketch that I plan to make into a painting. This was inspired by, I believe this is his name, Brendan McConnell, a spray paint artist on YouTube. Sad to say that he has not uploaded in over a decade, but he made some pretty interesting paintings with his own style. And the painting I draw inspiration was the Sunset Mountain painting. Where it was, of course, a red theme. I changed it to blue. I changed how the mountains operate, but they're still very similar. I will mainly change the space in the planets, mountain style, land style. I'll have this green. This will be blue, dark blue mountains, and green, and some blue for the water here. He had a pretty big rock over here with a tree. I'll be augmenting that a little bit to look a bit better, as it was a bit bright and a bit wet in paint. So I'm going to change that a bit to be a bit more dry and more like a rock, as best I can anyway. I'll basically just be turning it into my little style. But if you want to see what it eventually looked like, I do not have much editing skills, so I do apologize as I could not bring up the image on screen. But I have the title of the painting is the title of the video. So, and this, I believe it's Space World, Space Painting. I don't know, I forget the YouTube channel, but his name is in the channel, in parentheses, I believe. So just look up his name, Brendan McConnell. I'll bring it up again. Look over here. I'll probably still have it in the description though. Yeah, it'll be very different. I have never made a landscape painting in this large of a paper. I have only stuck with 14 by 11 or 14 by 22. I have never ventured out into the 22 by 28 landscape orientation or portrait orientation, but making it landscape. You know what I mean. This will be very different. I'll be running along over here, especially in time lapse. I'm going to look very goofy. My feet running around, but I mean mainly like hovering then over here. And this will be the motion I'll be doing, like the Crimson Gates painting. This will be just normal moon. Yeah, I mean, I might twirl it, rotate, but yeah, that's pretty much it on this side. This will be pretty bright, and this space will be very, very, very dark in color. This is less of a theme painting, which is what I've mainly done for most of my paintings. I will try to venture out into more realistic color schemes, and well, realistic. I say there's big old blue sun and a blue moon right next to it. That's not really realistic, is it? But you know what I mean. This will probably take some time, but how I'm gonna do the mountains, I'll probably eventually just turn it around just to do the mountains. Like turn it over here so I can sit down and do the mountains. And maybe do the same thing with the trees. I don't know. Or I might just take the chair, sit down, and make the trees like this. I might just do that. Yeah, I think I'll do that. But for the mountains, I will. Yeah, I'll definitely have to around here and do it. So, and I will move the camera, so you'll get to see my perspective again. But yeah, hopefully I do well on this. I don't want to waste good paper like this or good paint. If this all goes well, this will be my most ambitious landscape painting yet. Pretty excited. And hopefully you all are too. And with that out of the way, I will start the time lapse, get the talking over with, and let you get to the part you've all been waiting for. Enjoy. this is the finished product. I think I did very well, as this is the painting that took the longest out of all of my paintings, and well, it shows, hopefully. I am quite proud of it. The only parts that could be a bit mediocre in this area, the tree could be a bit better, but all in all, I could just call it a shrub. The dust is fine, though maybe a bit too much was used. It's fine. Can't really undo it now. The tinting could use a bit more work, but like I said, all in all, I think I did a very, very good job. I think this fits what I set out to do in this sketch over here. The tree over there looks a bit better than the tree I had here. I didn't have grass here, and I think that was a good choice. Yeah, I think that's pretty faithful. Even here, I added a special mix of smog with a base color and then a tinting color, as you probably saw in the video. I do apologize for the noise, external noise. Hopefully it didn't pick up that well on the phone, but it is still storming very heavily now. As you probably hear, maybe you also saw a few quick flashes of light, or of course lightning, and maybe even heard some thunder. Of course, I would only know in post. Back to the painting. I could have melted. I mean, the phone doesn't really pick it up. There is more blue here. Looks more green than it actually is. But I think the water itself melds the two sides together, as there's of course the blue and then the green. I think they fit pretty well. Part of me still wanted to keep with theme, but the part of me that wrote that sketch said no, I had to do it different. And I plan to do more like this in the future. Of course, not all the time, but more multicolored paintings, not just color themed ones, more diverse ones, or a bit more realistic in color. But yeah, all in all, I think I did very, very well, and I hope to see if y'all enjoyed it as well. I will have a quick zoom in soon, but this has been, for me, the 2 days I've been working on this. Very interesting. I've learned new things along the way, and hopefully I will be able to implement them in the future. If you all have any compliments or criticisms that you have with this painting, I am more than happy to look at both, so I may become better, and then I hopefully already am. But of course, if I am good or not is decided on the viewer. So your feedback is the main component why I keep going. So please, if you can spare a few moments of your time, please put a little comments down below and let me know how I did, so I can continue being the painter that I am. But yeah, with that out of the way, I will have the little zoom in and have ending words. I hope that all of you have enjoyed today's painting session, along with the product of today's painting session. Again, I do not know what I will be painting next, but I do hope that it will be up to par with the bar I have set today and for the other videos previously. And again, I do hope that all of you will accompany me on that ride and journey in spray painting. And until that video, again, I do wish that all of you have some feedback, especially on this painting, as I worked quite hard on it. But with that out of the way, as always, it is night time, so that is how I will end things off. Thank you, all of you, so much for watching. I'm sorry, just dipped my phone over there. Again, like I said, thank you all so much for watching, and until that next video, whatever that may be, I hope to see you all there. Bye-bye, and good night.